in your mama kwaba sound ye and the nkomo bi so why media no digi. Now it's all about the right now we are in the election year and then there's a whole lot of promises going on with regards to what the various political candidates when I do more share over to why I'm a Ghana now the why other Ghana then etumpon. Now one of the biggest political candidates and the aspiring political the presidential candidate is Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, who is currently the vice president of Ghana, who is also trying to become the president of Ghana coming late this year. Now, he's been giving a lot of promises and Kofituber, work there because he's been in government for some time now. And some you all own to and because of how the economy has been, people have lost faith in some of the promises he's given. But he is also trying his best to actually put the right financial and organizational practices in perspective for Ghanaians and also and one of the things that he came up with is a credit scoring system. So what he's saying that starting from next year, early next year, they will roll out a credit scoring system for Ghanaians. And this is the issue whereby people have a lot of problems with. Some people have given their 2 cents. If you are speaking about it, Kwekumenu, who is a veteran actor in Ghana, has also given his 2 cents about it. But people are complaining that some of them don't really understand what the vice president said. Okay, now, as some no banana dive, Olympic medalist, dive, the right details, and I'm then. So, Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia gave a speech at University, Enokay. There will be a rollout of credit scoring system.
And I'm also happy to note, Your Majesty, that Ghana early next year will be introducing a credit scoring system for individuals. That credit scoring system, every individual will have a credit score. Right now, our credit scoring system does not exist. So everybody is seen as risky, and the interest rates are high. But we are going to move into individualized credit scoring. So if you don't pay your loan, you have low credit scores, isn't it? And if you go for a loan, you'll have a problem. But if you are diligent in repaying your loans, then your credit score will be high, and you are likely to get lower interest rates. You will have more discipline as a result. The Ghana card will also become this anchor for a credit system in Ghana. I visited a couple of car manufacturers in Accra, notably Solar Taxi, and they manufacture cars, and they give the cars on credit to people. And the only information they need from those people is their Ghana card. You give them the Ghana card, they will give you a car, you work and pay over time.
Now let's note, okay, there's a difference between credit scoring, credit card and debit card, okay. Now, let me take it first from the credit scoring system. The credit scoring is basically a person or individual's numerical representation of their financial strength or the commitment to fulfill their financial obligations based on their analysis of their credit history and their current financial situation. American credit scoring system. Today. Some friends are bank loan. Now, abroad ones and more and the loan they have your details. They have a database of all the loans you've collected and how regular in tampum editue. One can editue now. One gasa see an ejumerian. Sabi into incredible 50,000 when what you are earning at the end of the month is like 10,000. So in that sense, in that particular loan, you will not be given because based on your credit score, you will not be able to fulfill that financial commitment. Do you get it? So either you are an individual or an organization, your credit score is basically one gasa who seek a someone then now who pass history I mean, name for being to an example is like quick loan. So, MTN mobile quick loan, I think is something that we all know in Ghana here. So, quick loan, they are going to give you notification on say you have to pay it on time to increase your score, to increase your chances there. And now there was no trend and time no two. Next time a kwaja what tomorrow. The event I call you quick loan 200 cities. Say trend and time obutum wa Apple game and our app or find and what chances of getting 300 cities next time. Say kwaji. But saying to be in trend and time, there are penalties and interest based on deadline or the amount now. Next time I kwaji crawl ahead and not more because one, there are also companies that are looking out to break even and make money. And to say, if one regulates in the then it means that I also one company and another one is kasam also will collapse. So that is like a system that they've also devised from the financial aspect or I wanna idea institution and other the main banks now also to protect their work, to protect their business. Even though they are there to help, but they can't help at their own expense. Until ABBA history never with regards to your financial state and will you be able to pay the loan. So that's the on Dr. Bawumia the main credit score system. Now, debit, my friend, the credit card is different from credit score. Credit card is different from credit score, though it's I think it's intertwined in a certain kind of way. It depends. But credit card is basically you, and then they use it in abroad. We have not yet rolled it out. Say they use credit card. The one we use here is debit card, whereby EcoBank or more Visa card direct card or online a photo. Although the one would score the bank and know what about there's no credit on it. But before one, there's actually a credit card. They have a credit card that they give you via limits. To me, find them what's in there. One more credit card now. One more by 500 cedis or as credit. And the same thing, who's can let's say a quarter at you can use the credit card to make that purchase. So no, a use credit card at the Tonyamana, at the Twadena, a credit card, 500 no goodness or son. It means that you will not get any money again, like you don't get any credit again, that's your limit. But also at Tokrano, 500 is a trend, and at the end of the month, you would have to pay it. At least you have to pay to a minimum amount, at least to make them payments. Then credit card is also part of your credit score, which means that even credit card based, they have a financial system or an organization that takes all these facilities, and because they have a very good database, they're able to track all your credit card details and history of your loans and everything. So the credit card is also part of the credit score now. Dr. Bawumia, Nora Kawasamono. So what this means is what Kwekumenu said was a bit of a deviation, I have to be honest, because he was talking about the credit card. Okay, I think he didn't understand the credit score well, because the credit card is different from the credit score. And the problem is, I think, miscommunication on the part of Kwekumenu. Maybe one take we not see. Because I mean, because credit score, credit card, since we are not used to it or we don't use it here, most of us don't know the difference. That's fine.
Now, Omanpenyi Kabibi say, Omanpenyi abedi echiri. Eka se oba ayi obema credit card said the abroche omotono no. But adwuma hu hia sen credit card because hu nya adwuma hu ntimi nya credit card. They make us mu da hode a. Obi a wo ye adwuma bia na etimi de credit card ma no. Ko hu nya adwuma abroche hu nya adwuma hu de credit card kwan. Yehwe bank kura be ma credit card no wo se sika kakra da account mu. Ohwe ne sika na du so afi otimi ma credit card se otimi de to dan. Ana otimi de to car. Ye wo de to aduane mo na mo te America meboa. Enti yehwe ba bia wo level wo sika sem wa na ye ma wo credit card. But Ghana omo nya adwuma e do so so omo ye adwuma. Omo akosuku awi anya adwuma nye do so sen omo tifi.
Star statistics no wunya we.
O do se wa wani twa na siam fan se obi a ye adwuma na age 1000 a. Obey Ghana ha kire mo nipa do se na age 1005. Bosome. O de yenka no kro. Nipa do se na age 3000 Ghana cities wo ha. E wo Ghana. And atade akwa wato de for 100 cities. Se wo si day no kra obekom 20 days kra e 2000 Ghana cities. Now you try 1005 wo maye mi no abeda no survive. Ebeda ne yenwane mfiri kro nim. Etide bia ye dedika o ye free no ma sa ma no mton no otru so no. Kofo from no ma kohwe nkwa no adwane.
But he was talking about the credit card. But even some of the reasons are on men. It also makes sense with regards to the credit score, no? Because then the credit score is basically going to favor people that are already established. Because credit score no say call loan na sebe wa kwoti oba no e fa no ko adetoma na de bandima ahina ebenya de kwoti loan ka. So the chances of you crown or credit score no obo loan is very, very high. Because Ghana ha no chale nyoma nkofa impo na we you obenya sika we kwoti one loan to even increase their credit score. So it means that this particular initiative, though it's, I mean, I think it's perfect, it's good. It's a good initiative, it's a good idea, but in the context of what we're experiencing in this country, it's going to favor only some few people, because only some few people who have the capacity or then they will to with one credit and another one loan to actually secure or guarantee them to consistently get better loans. So I think the problem with most of us or most Ghanaians, why they are complaining about this is they feel like this particular policy is going to help just a few section of Ghanaians, but the most Ghanaians were not even able to fulfill their mandate to actually pay their loans on time. Because I mean, how many people in Ghana are not even quick loan? Won't check out quick loan, people are not even able to pay their debt when it comes to quick loan. So if we are using that as a yardstick or to measure that, then Charlie, I believe we should find a better way to actually address this. I think the idea is good, but I feel we should, like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, we should devise our African problem, or African solutions to our African problem. This is good for the foreigners, but it might not be necessarily feasible for us in Ghana, because Charlie, coffee pinye juma. Nipa no ye juma no kra no kofio hand to month. The boson no boso kra na no ho achero no. So I think the focus should be more of finding more of a juma, creating more jobs. I mean, it's one step at a time. You're creating more jobs, and then we find ways to actually put people on a stable financial. And you be able to even approach crowd. They have people that are not doing so well, but hano kofu pi yanasitine mo nhyɛ dan na yɛden onye because of the way anyoma te Ghana hano. So the credit score system, I believe it's a good idea, but in terms of Ghana and how things are here, unfortunately it might not be that feasible, and it will only favor some group of people, a section of Ghanaians. Which, I mean, what he's saying is true. I mean, if you are able to why they on time, nobody tell me the sika next time what the better. But regardless, I feel most Ghanaians won't be able to increase their credit score for a simple fact that nimpano kakano bebe same no on another to jiban. It was a quite loan by 1,000 krana. I'm sure at the end of the month, will be now when you go to abroad, people are working 3-4 jobs. As I say, loan krana say if one job is not able to pay him, and now one job being trained or two or another job. What we use the income and they could share them credits to actually increase their credit score. I want to crown you be no too much here. And the Ghana is practically not going to work the way that he is anticipated, and maybe I feel sometimes maybe they are not thinking in terms of the whole Ghana. They are thinking in terms of the business class. That's fine. If they are thinking in terms of the business class, and then run a section of the business class, because now businesses are collapsing because of financial situations. So this is the issue with regards to the credit score, and I believe the only solution around this is actually to devise an African solution to our African problem, because I feel this is a solution for the foreigners, because their financial system is well organized and well structured. So some of these initiatives with them will work perfectly, but database wise, how will we be able to track people's data on the loans they've taken to even be able, if it's possible, somebody should let me know, but is it through Ghana card, and how feasible will it be for us to even compile everybody's database, because we know how Ghana sometimes some of our systems are, it can be very porous. And see, will it be able to actually have all the database of will it be able to combine it neatly to track people on how they've taken loan or when they took loan, to actually make sure that that particular idea or that particular initiative is as effective as it can be? Is it possible? Charlie, I don't know, but let's see. I mean, the sad thing is, or the funny thing is, we have the people that call the shots and decide on what is best for the country. So we are just hoping that at the end of the day, they at least think through and then find a more precise way to devise policies and initiatives that will be of value to all of us, but not to a section of Ghanaians. So that is what is happening with regards to the credit score and Dr. Bawumia and Kofituber submission or make here, and also a few others on the ordinary account. Let's see how it goes. We are monitoring keenly to see if a different development comes through. Because right now it has turned into a debate. Some are saying it's good, some are not saying it's good. But I believe that people that are saying it's good are the people that they believe will be favored. It will help them. But me looking at the thing holistically, generally Ghanaians, I don't think it's good for a section of Ghanaians, but generally most Ghanaians won't be able to keep a high credit score to actually help them to make the law as effective as maybe it was initially anticipated. And Sana, what a little to go. And see, Charlie, Ghana we did. We ain't sure more busy. Aye, nah. Me busy on today's edition of Trends on KDM. The name remains Donald, not Trump. I'll see you.